Daniel spent most afternoons along the back fence, hammering loose boards and replacing warped slats. It was quiet work, the kind that let his thoughts drift while the smell of sap and sawdust settled around him. The yard behind him belonged to an older couple he had only seen in passing, curtains shifting, a porch light flicking on, silhouettes moving slowly and deliberately. One day, as Daniel tightened a hinge, the sliding glass door behind the fence opened. The couple stepped out, both somewhere in their late 50s or early 60s, gentle in posture but sharp in the eyes. The man wore a gold cross that caught the sunlight, reflecting warm flashes that danced across the fence line. Daniel found himself staring at it, not because of its shine, but because it reminded him of his father. The same style, the same quiet weight. "Working hard out here," the man said, his voice steady, almost familiar. Daniel smiled politely. "Just trying to keep it from falling over." The woman leaned slightly forward, studying him with a kind of careful curiosity. "You're the new one staying there, right? We were wondering about you. What brought you here?" The question was gentle but layered. Daniel answered vaguely. Work, change of scenery, a place to stay. They nodded, as though comparing his words with something they already believed. Then the woman asked, "And those dogs, the little Chihuahua and the white lab mix? Are they still there?" Daniel blinked in surprise. "Yes." She seemed relieved, but also unsettled, as if the answer confirmed a theory she had hoped wasn't true. The man watched Daniel closely, not accusing, but assessing, yet there was an odd sense of trust in his gaze, like someone recognizing a shared experience without naming it. "You remind us of our son," the woman said softly. "And your parents, were they good people?" Daniel hesitated, the question landing unexpectedly deep. "They were," he said, "or at least they tried." The couple exchanged a look, sympathetic, knowing, almost parental. The gold cross shimmered again in the sun, and for a moment Daniel felt as though he were standing in his childhood yard, tools in hand, being watched over rather than watched through. They wished him a good afternoon and returned inside, leaving the door sliding shut with a gentle click. Daniel stood by the fence a long while, unsure why the encounter lingered. The neighbors had been curious, yes, but there had been no fear, no accusation, only a strange mix of suspicion and trust. As he resumed his work, he couldn't shake the sense that they knew more about the house, the yard, and its history than they had said, and that they were quietly relieved that he, of all people, was the one living there now.